Higher Learning Network. Yeah.
Women have the power to transform this world. We can end crime and violence if we all agree to do one thing: share. Let's share our wisdom, share our time, share our talents, share our finances, but most of all, let's share our love. This is the Female Solution. Join me, Naima Latif, every morning, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, as we bring you stimulating discussions about the issues affecting our lives. If you're listening online at www.blogtalkradio.com/the-female-solution, press the blue button that says follow and get our daily topics every morning directly to your email and your smartphone. Hi, I'm Naima Latif, executive producer of the Female Solution radio show. We invite you to call in 515-605-9325 and participate in this daily think tank as we examine the challenges we face and develop solutions that restore peace and harmony. We are global transformers, changing the world from the way it is to the way it should be. We are one. Wherever we live on this earth, we are one human family. On behalf of our team, Ni hao. In India, namaste. In Japan, konnichiwa. In Korea, annyeonghaseyo. In Russia, здравствуйте. In Germany, guten Tag. In Poland, dzień dobry. In France, bonjour. In Spain, hola. In Italy, ciao. In Egypt, ahlan wa sahlan. In Ghana, akwaba. In Nigeria, peleo. In South Africa, sawubona. In Senegal, nangadef. In Kenya, jambo. In Israel, shalom. In Pakistan, Afghanistan, Palestine, and Saudi Arabia, Assalamu alaikum. Greetings, and may peace be upon you all. Join us live on the on-air radio network called 727-731-5192. We want to talk to you.
And you're watching CTV on the Higher Learning Network. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Brandon. Hi, I'm Akil. And you're watching the Betty Shabazz podcast training on the Higher Learning Network. Yeah.
And that was our star students from the Betty Shabazz International Charter School. Grand Rising. Thank you so much for joining us this Saturday afternoon, this pre-Labor Day weekend. The students you just saw were Akil and, Brandon, our 7th and 8th graders from the Betty Shabazz International Charter School. And that's what we do. We teach podcast training. We've been doing it for some time. And Naima Latif, our executive producer, will be joining us here shortly. She is the one who's responsible for the podcast training because our children are in need, and it is up to us to provide that need for them. And we have been teaching them for over a year now, and you can also see them on our YouTube channel, which is Higher Learning TV Show. And we also have the winner from the last winner, who was just simply phenomenal. He's not even from the United States. I want to show this to you.
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm like a new Once again, y'all, I'm pretty sure you know my name, but let's start all over again. My name is Roshan Yusuf, and I'm 13 years old. I was born, and I was ready to born in Toronto, Canada, 6IX. And my passion has been always acting since I was a little kid because I really enjoyed the creativity, the acting. It's like you, but it's another version of you. So fun fact about acting, it got specific performance, memorization work, all of that fun stuff. And without further ado, guys, let's just get straight to the video. What are you guys waiting for? I wonder what's on Nick today.
No offense taken.
It's not even funny.
Because you're here in this fear.
Finally, some peace.
Who did that? I'm coming with the belt.
Phenomenal young man from Ontario, Canada. Can you believe that? And that's how he won, because people like you voted. And it's people like Naima Latif who joins us on the Global Virtual Teen Tweens and Tots program. I have to remember that because I'm so used to saying the Global Virtual Teen Talent Contest, but we always get submissions from youth who are not teens and who are not tots, but they are toddlers and tots. So we get them all. So we just renamed it Teen Tweens and Tots. So that is what we will be doing today. Naima will be here with us shortly. But I want to remind you that you can vote. And how do you vote? Go to our YouTube page or our Facebook page. You see it scrolling right there under the screen, and you can get a chance to vote. All you have to do is say their name, and you can vote as many times as you want to. This young man was not even in the United States, and he had so many people behind him, his family members, and that's how he won. So if you want your child to win, then you need to get the family together and y'all crowd around a computer on the Teen Tweens and Tots contest and vote for him. That's how you do that. Now, they will be voted on originality. Is it original song, or did they write it? Because some of our students are writing their own songs. Does it also fit their personality, and is it timely? And they get 5 votes. They can get up to 5, I should say, like 1 through 5. And that's how we vote on them. And to help me to vote today, would be our very own executive producer of the Female Solution, and that would be Naima Latif. How you doing, sis?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm wonderful. It's a good day. Any day above dirt is a good day.
That's right. Any day we're above ground is a good day. That's right.
Because today's show is dedicated to the memory of my childhood girlfriend. What's her last name? Cheryl Pettyford. She made her transition this morning at 6 a.m. I got the call at 10.
Now, is this the one you went to visit recently?
It's the one I went to visit last month in Houston, Texas. Hot hell, Texas, yeah. But I'm so glad I went because I got a chance to see her and sit with her and talk with her and just love on her, because she hadn't had a whole lot of that. So I'm just honored that she called me to come and be with her. And she called me, what's today? Saturday. She called me Thursday morning at 1 o'clock in the morning. And I usually turn my phone off, and I didn't. And I'm so glad I didn't, because I said to myself, You don't know what's coming down the pipeline. Your sleep is not that important because pretty soon you're going to be sleep. Not pretty soon, but eventually you'll be sleeping eternally. So leave the phone on just in case, because last time I left my phone on in the middle of the night, I got a call that Richard Pegee had made his transition.
Wow, yes.
And I was like, I'm turning my phone off, but I forgot and left it on. So, that's just divine order. So
sometimes things happen in the middle of the night and you need to be contacted. So
yeah, you do. I'm learning that the hard way, but so that the angels saw that she was going to make her transition and kept my phone on because I truly meant to turn it off. So today's show is dedicated to the memory of Cheryl Pettiford, my childhood girlfriend. We grew up together in Stateway Gardens, 3651 South Federal, which is now called Park Place. It's not Stateway Gardens anymore. So for the family of Cheryl Pettiford, we're keeping you in prayer, but just know that today's show is dedicated to the memory of Cheryl Pettiford. And on that note, we dedicate this show to you as well, and your children who have talent. We know they got talent. You got to get it in. You got to send in that 1-minute video clip of them, name, address, phone number, zip code, to the age, school, all that stuff, and what they're performing. And these children are simply phenomenal. It's like, wow, did we dance? We danced this kids, but we didn't dance like they got choreographed. I can't even get the word out. Choreographed. Yeah, these children are off the chain.
They are. Yes, they are.
So what I'm going to do is pull up the first one so you can see it, because these little, everybody likes this first one. And I'm not going to say which one it is, because when you see it, you don't know. All right. Y'all ready? And whatever city, state, or country you are watching from, we'd love to know. So please type that in there, and we will take your votes as soon as these little girls get through. Do your thing, girls. Here we go.
If I had known that.
Yeah, if I had known you would be there, I'd have you out of there anyway. That's that's contestant number 1. Rock My World, and it's the girls rocking my world. So what you want to do? You want to vote 1 through 5. And today's show, while you're voting, just know that today's show is sponsored by chicago.itext.com. itext.com is a barter trade organization in which you, if you're a business owner or an entrepreneur, you can purchase things just like you would purchase them from a big box store, but you don't use your money. Use barter dollars. And here's the bonus. I'll give you $100 to go shopping immediately if you sign up today. Mm-hmm. And that $100 comes in the form of barter dollars, not the greenbacks. Not the ones that no longer have any value, but barter dollars. So, go to chicago.itext.com and tell Karen Kelly, who's the owner, that Higher Learning Network sent you, because we have been blessed with the opportunity to purchase many things. We brought a van, we brought camera equipment, we've taken trips, because hotels are very expensive. You pay $200 a night for a hotel. I like, that's a mortgage. Anywho, we've just, anything you think of, we bought it, just like you buy anything else, because these are all businesses on here that offer these products, and you simply buy those products from them with your trade dollars, and you get what you need. Everybody gets what they need. So go to chicago.itext.com and be sure and tell them that Zelda sent you. Not Zelda, but you can say Zelda, but the Higher Learning Network. Alrighty. So I just wanted to share that with you. Now, we have not been politically astute when it comes to children. And I would like to ask you, Naima, what do you think is happening in the world where our children are concerned, for those who are just eligible, old enough to vote?
Well, I think what's happening with them, they have a different vision of where the world needs to go. And for some older people, it's frightening because they don't understand it. But young people are listening for candidates who are accepting of people who are different. They're listening for candidates who will respect their choices to earn money differently or have different kinds of careers or unconditional or unconventional kinds of ways of living. You have people who are making a living being Facebook influencers. I mean, they get paid to post things. This is not something that was available to us or our parents. You know, when you growing up with people telling you, well, our generation will get yourself a good job, you know, the post office or someplace we got good benefits. And then you got us, you know, being told, well, get you a college education, you can get you a good corporate job. And so now the whole world has changed the way it does things. The pandemic has made us connected digitally in a way that we were not. And it's brought us together to learn more about what's happening in other places than what we experience. So our children don't have the same level of innocence or ignorance. They're exposed earlier to things, and so they think differently. And a lot of us don't know how to comprehend that. They think our children are being disrespectful. They're not being disrespectful. They are choosing to use their own free will to make their own choices. They're not as controllable because they have access to more information than we did. And so they see voting as an opportunity to get people in office that think as they think, the same way every voter does, but they think differently. So a lot of them are supporting some unconventional kinds of candidates. Robert Kennedy Jr. had a sizable number of that population. Jill Stein with the Green Party has a portion of that population that thinks differently. So with us, we think, well, you know, we got to choose between the Republicans and the Democrats, and you know, and some of us think, well, the Republicans will help you get better in business and make more money, and some people think, well, the Democrats, they'll make sure we get enough charity and welfare and support and, you know, benefits and all that kind of thing. So you have these stereotypical beliefs that we have in our generation that young people don't have. And they're looking for a candidate who respects them for who they are. They have of where the world is going. And we're not going to make them be replications of us because they're preparing for a future that many of us are not going to live to see.
Amen.
So we have to respect them for their choices, their beliefs, their decisions, even though they might be totally different from what we think they should be, because they're the ones that are going to live in this world,
right,
in the future, more likely than we will be here. So they have a right to fashion it the way they would like to experience it.
Well said, my sister.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yes, that is why you are the executive producer, because you have insights into situations and circumstances that just enlighten us, make us look at things differently. Because I never thought about the fact that I wouldn't be here by the time they're running the country.
Yeah,
as adults, I should say, because they're still in that prime age now. So if you thought that was something. And, you know, many people, we are so divided. And that's why, one of the reasons why we have such chaos and confusion, because we can't come together. But someone sent me a link of my cousin, Smokey Robinson. So I have got to share this with you.
I love Smokey.
I want you to see this. So it was Motown legend Smokey Robinson drops a bombshell. And it was, I thought it was going to be really negative, but it's not. So I have to share this with you because it is important what he's talking about. And if you are not of the age of a senior yet, you wouldn't understand. But if you are, you will. So let's just check this out. It's only like a couple of minutes.
A tweet from Midas Touch read exclusive. The legendary Smokey Robinson said he's voting for Harris Walsh to protect Social Security.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Social Security.
Yeah.
Many more, I hope.
Many more.
You know, Social Security is very important. You know, people work all their lives and put that money into the Social Security accounts, and they're entitled to it. And I hope the Social Security is never discontinued. That would be horrible. And for those of you who are interested in learning about it, sign up for KamalaHarris.com/seniors.
Thank you, Smokey Robinson, for leading me down a very important rabbit hole. Social Security is such a vital safety net for millions of Americans and is not an entitlement to be cut. Trump's past statements about potentially cutting Social Security and Medicare pose a serious threat to retirees and future generations, whereas progressive solutions like expanding benefits for low-income seniors could help address income inequality among older Americans, thus providing economic stability and preventing poverty. And proposals to raise the retirement age disproportionately hurt blue-collar workers and those physically demanding jobs. Democrats have consistently fought to protect Social Security, while many Republicans have sought to privatize or cut the program, and our continued support of Democrats in November is critical to preserving this cornerstone of the American social contract.
Now, I just had to share that. And you said, what does that have to do with the global virtual teens, tweens, and tots? Because at some point they're going to grow up and they're going to need their Social Security. And if it is in jeopardy now, you can imagine what it's going to be like in 20, 30, 40 years from now. I mean, it's like they're raising the beginning age to like 75. If you work to 75, chances are, I'm not going to say it, but you what I'm saying. So I just want to share that with you. And if you just tuned in, you're listening to the Global Virtual Tweens and Tots Contest. And all of that information is on our blog, and I will show you that pretty soon. But right now, I want to show you this because I want to see a smile come on your face, because you are definitely going to smile when you see this little fella here. Ain't big as a minute, but baby, he got some moves. I've never seen. Never seen anything like it. Yeah, are you ready? Wow, this little man here. Okay, here we go. Oh, let me get the let me pull that up so you can see that. There we go. He is I think he's 2 years young. Are you ready, little man? Here we go.
Wow, how old is he?
Yeah.
Very coordinated.
I was really cool. I don't know.
Gonna tell you what you can do with my love. All right, let you know, girl.
I'm gonna play that twice.
Rhythm? Yeah.
Rhythm girl.
Gonna tell you what you can do with my love. All right, let you know, girl.
Okay, I could play that all day, but I'm not, because I know you all got to vote on it. He's not 2, he's 4. I'm sorry, I was looking at another contestant.
Okay.
He's 4 years young. And no, we do not own the rights to that music. You all need to know that. That was the Chinese child. He's 4 years young. He is not 2 years old.
Oh yeah. His motor skills are much too advanced to be 2. But yeah. Boy, it's good though. Got good rhythm and time.
Real rhythm. I'm like, that boy got some soul in him.
He's gonna be somebody's choreographer. I could see.
Yes,
that
already.
Yep.
For the new up and coming people, yeah, yeah. I just wanted to share that with you. So, and if you enjoyed that, now my old school folks gonna really enjoy this one. This one will make you think back to a day when things were not as chaotic as they are now. I enjoyed this so much. These are grown folks, child. But they're grown folks to me because they're young adults. But I just got to share you. Are you ready? I hope you're voting 1 through 5. I got to mention that 1 through 5. 1 for originality, if it fits the personality, and if it's timely, it's not outdated. 1 through 5. Are you ready? And just in case you are a little short on money, just know that you're not alone. Check this out.
She said, don't be sorry for me, no. Don't be sorry, honey. But if you want to do a lady a favor, here's what I want you to do. Allow me to
That's your voice.
Yeah, young boy.
Until the next time I see you. But delay is too down. I ain't gonna lose. No, I ain't gonna lose. Delay is too down. Delay is too down. No, I ain't gonna lose. I ain't gonna lose. One going for my first sale. Yeah, Lord. And the other for the 2 pounds. The other for the 2 pounds. Yeah, me some blues. Said I wouldn't be over here. No. If my girl hasn't treated me right, to try to catch him, yeah.
Y'all know about that.
Every night. But I got caught up over here. Caught up in this scene. And I put all of my money, yeah, Lord, in that doggone gambling machine. Yeah, but the last $2.
Last $2.
Soul ain't gonna lose. Not gonna lose. The last $2. I ain't gonna lose. I ain't gonna lose. One going for my bus fare. The other one's for the jukebox. Give me some blues. Yeah, last $2. Last $2. I ain't gonna lose. I ain't gonna lose.
Sound like 2 old men.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lose. Last $2. For the best fare, the other for the jukebox. The other for the give me some blues.
Stop only using Alibaba if you're importing from China. Alibaba is full of middlemen and no.
Okay, that was your last $2 right there. Last $2. That's Johnny Taylor. Y'all young folk don't know nothing about that, but I know your mama and your auntie and your grandmama know. And chances are you might know too, because you might have heard it too. I tell people all the time. Because these children, especially our 7th and 8th graders, and I listen and I listen to them sometime, and they're humming along with songs like these 2 young guys won. I was like, "What you know about that?"
You wonder how they know the words, but they listen to them. And you know, I went to a Stevie Wonder concert with my daughter. He had a concert out in Grand Park. I remember several years ago, and she was out with her college friend and stuff like that. And I'm sitting there listening to them sing the words. I'm like, "What you know about Stevie Wonder?" You know, I just sing it. I Sherry and more la la la. How you know that came out 68? You wasn't even thought of. I wasn't even thought of. So, but they know the words because they listen. I heavily listen to music. They hear all the old hits. But you know that song, something about the last $2. That made me think about a friend of mine in college. We call him Dollar Bill because he would always make sure he held on to his last dollar. I mean, he said, if you never broke, as long as you got $1. So if you ask him to loan you money, no, I only got $1 left. And he would always hold that last dollar so he was never broke. So that song made me think about him.
Wow.
Wherever you are. He was from Alabama. He went back home or what, but that song made me think about him.
Yeah.
He's a football player at the University of Nebraska, Lincoln. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dollar Bill.
$1 bill and $2 bill. Yeah, those. As a matter of fact, I know that to be true because in 1969, that's when that song came out. I remember it because I was living in Stateway Gardens and dating. He was, because we used to see him come to the projects all the time. Well, not all the time, but every now and then.
Yeah, regularly.
And we would see him, and it's like, that's Johnny Taylor. And then he came downstairs with his daughter one day. Her name is Sabrina Taylor.
Oh, wow.
She was a little younger than we were, so we didn't really play together, but I just knew of her.
Uh-huh.
And that song, I knew that song. So I'm thinking 50, 60 years ago, I know that song. How do these kids know this song? Because their parents, auntie, grandmama, granddaddy, they sing the song.
Yeah. Well, I guess also, because I go on YouTube every now and then when I want to pick me up and listen to some old music. And it's like everything has been recorded somewhere so they can listen to the old songs. Motown got, all kind of lists of greatest hits and everything. So you can find things from decades ago.
Sure can.
Somehow they got it all recorded. And a lot of them are music videos. I'm like, wait a minute, people weren't even making music videos back then, but somehow they got a visual image of the person performing the song. I thought, oh, that's interesting. So you can find anything. So I think young people listen to some of the old music.
They are listening to it. I'm so glad they're listening to it. Yeah. And thank you for reminding me of that. It's the young people who make this show what it is today. So thank you so very much for that. And in order to continue to help us raise funds, because they can win cash prizes and scholarships, we ask that you make a donation to support them as well. And we'd love to hear what your comments are. So we're going to take contest, Global Virtual Teen, Tweens, and Tots Talent Contest. And if you'd like to make a donation to help us continue this mission, you can go to Cash App, Zelda Speaks, the number 2, Venmo, Higher Learning Network, NFP, Zelle. You need to email me, zeldaspeaks@gmail. And for PayPal, Higher Learning NW@yahoo.com. And that is why we do what we do, because we care about the youth. And hopefully, somebody cared about me when I was a kid. So thank you for passing that on to me. And also as a reminder that the StreamYard is also the sponsor of the Global Virtual Teen, Tweens, and Tots. Am I saying that right? Yeah, Teen, Tweens, and Tots. And we have some, it's also sponsored by StreamYard.
Welcome to Canaglobe, the first ever virtual dispensary offering a world-class collection of cannabis brands drop shipped to your front door. How does it work? Canaglobe took the same concept Amazon used to become the largest company in the world. But instead of shipping toilet paper, t-shirts, and tennis shoes, Canaglobe offers something a lot sexier. Yeah, cannabis. With over 100 premier products, from bakables like chocolate chip cookies, brownies, fried chicken batter, to cannabis mocktails like pina colada, margarita, old fashioned, to gummy rocks, sweet tarts, seltzers, king palms, pre-rolls, disposable vapes, carts, and did I mention THCA flower and magic mushrooms. Canaglobe is the first ever to drop ship flower to every state. We're also the first ever to offer magic mushrooms legally to every state. Well, except Louisiana. We're also the first ever where you get to be the brand. You heard it. Meet the requirements and get your own brand at the dispensary. Your brand, fully paid for by the company, and you earn on company-wide revenue. Your brand can be featured right alongside celebrities and mega influencers such as Dan Bilzerian with Ignite, Holly Barker with Happy Snacks, Scotty Huss with Biscotti, and so much more. Rolling Stone magazine said, if it seems like a new state is legalizing cannabis nearly every week, don't worry, you're not high. It is indeed happening at an unprecedented pace. CNBC calls it the new gold rush. Forbes says the market could grow by 700%. And the Wall Street Journal calls it a tremendous market. We're currently in 26 countries and growing. Industry icons are saying that Canaglobe is the most innovative, disruptive, and compelling business model this industry has ever seen. You're probably asking yourself, how is this legal? Here's how. All our products are compliant with the 2018 Farm Bill. So what's the opportunity for you? To become a virtual dispensary owner without all the hassles. No experience is required. No storefront, no inventory, no licensing, and best of all, no apologies. And is 100% legal. You can become a virtual dispensary owner. There are 3 ways you can take advantage of this opportunity. 1. You can become an affiliate by simply purchasing any product on AutoShip and get paid 20% on all your customers' purchases. 2. Or you can become a VDO for a one-time fee of $2.99 plus $25 per month. You receive a business sample kit. You can earn up to 85% in commissions, unlimited levels, and you get trained by a certified trainer. However, if you are serious about making money, we highly recommend you become a VDO Pro so that you can get paid to train VDOs whether on your team or not, and you will receive training from a certified trainer. What do? It's simple and fun. You acquire a handful of customers and teach others to do the same. Simply share your QR code or your link, and every time someone buys something, you get paid. You can also share sample products with your friends, or host a party and share all the favors. It doesn't take long before you can have all kinds of people doing the very same thing. Here's how it works. You can earn from $100 to $275 every time you personally enroll a qualified VDO, and $75 to $175 every time someone in your network does the same thing. You can also earn from 15 to 27% on all your personal customers and 3 to 12% to unlimited levels every time a customer makes a purchase anywhere in your network. While we do not make any income claims, this is an example of how the compensation plan structure works. An area VDO that enrolls 3 QVDOs and helps them each acquire a handful of customers and duplicate that 6 levels, the area VDO would approximately earn $100,000 plus $18,000 per month in residual income. But the comp plan doesn't stop at 6 levels. It pays to unlimited levels. While this is a financial opportunity, the real reward is we get to change the world by transforming lives with these sacred plants. We put smiles back on faces, happiness in hearts, laughter in lives, and health back in the home. Thank you for watching. Now, please get back with the person that shared this video with you and get started today.
involved here. And someone asked me, Zelda, you selling? It's like, no, I'm not selling anything. First of all, we are a virtual dispensary owner, and I started taking the CBD oil and the gummies and the pain balm. This is the gummies. Watermelon, you know I like watermelon, and I take them because it reduces my pain. And there are lots of children. I focus on the hemp because hemp is a natural ingredient, and most of us, we don't know nothing about natural nothing because we haven't been taught. They don't teach it in the schools. They're not about to teach it in the schools. So you got to do your own
research.
Yes, research. So I would just want to share this very quickly about hemp, which is a protein. Who knew? What? Yes. The quality of protein found in hemp is better used by the body for growth versus many other plant proteins and other grains, nuts, or seeds. Protein is the most important for growing kids as it provides the building blocks for their muscles, their bones, and their brains. And they need it for their brains. Now, that's just one of the ingredients. It says it also provides them with the energy they need to grow and develop. Now, not only do these products have hemp, but they have other ingredients in them, and so that's why I say you've got to do your homework to know what works for you. And then people always ask questions: is it good for kids? Is it okay to give a child to CBD? And that's a personal thing. But if you do your research, you will go online and you will see that there are so many more benefits to CBD oil and cannabis. And children are taking cannabis too because they take it in a tincture under their tongue, and it stops seizures, brain fog, just anything that you can possibly think of. It's just like a medicine. And because the same medicines that they're giving out children from the pharmaceutical to keep them drugged, all of those pharmaceutical plants are derived from a plant that comes from the ground. And the pharmaceutical companies see fit to add ingredients to it that don't necessarily gel with this body. So I said that to say this: do your homework and don't come for me, because I will teach you, I will educate you. That which you hear always is not the truth. Do your own research. Don't depend on me and nothing and nobody else. Just do your own research. And what works for you and your child may not work for the next child. So I said all that to remind you to be very mindful of what it is that you do with the knowledge that you get, and don't believe everything you said. Now, this is something for you to get a kick out of, because this is not part of the contest. It's just, I just thought it was so cute because somebody said, this is what, I'll let you see. When you send your white child to a HBCU, and for those who don't know what that is, an HBCU,
historically Black college or university.
Yes. And other races of children go there too. So
yes, they do.
Yes, they do. And here is proof of that. Check it out. Good. He's good. My man said, I got this. Yeah.
Oh, look at him.
Doing a little Snoop dance, little East Coast, little West Coast dance. All right now.
Oh. Uh-oh.
No, he didn't do a James Brown flip. Come on now. He is enjoying himself. You go, child. You go right ahead on. Woo!
That reminds me of that movie Drumline. you know, and the white student wanted to be in the band so bad. He said, I love black music, and he ended up able to win his spot back on the first. He was put off because he didn't quite have the rhythm, and he worked at it. He got it down. He ended up back on the drum line. So hey, you know, I believe anything can be learned and taught. And you know, we stereotype each other, but hey, that little brother with the white skin, he was getting down.
Yes, yes. And if you think that was something, wait until you see this. I hope you all are voting, and we'd love to hear your comments, whatever they may be. You can go to our YouTube or Facebook page. Alexa Gonzalez Silva says, hi, Alexa Gonzalez Silva. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for joining us, and I hope that you get a chance to vote and share this video with it. And for those of you who are watching, please share it with somebody else and vote, because that's the only way. That's how they win cash prizes and money, is by your voting. So that was the HBCU kid. Wow, that was some kind of special. So now let's take a look at the contortionist. Are you ready? Here we go. Ooh. Yeah. Wow. Ooh. Wow. Ooh. Oh my goodness. That's a move I have never seen.
Again, you said fucking word for you.
Wow, yeah, those are some moves I have never seen and didn't ever try to do.
It's like, does this child have bones in his body?
I know that's somebody that's got some serious. You're talking about double jointed. Yeah,
is he all gristle or all muscle or what? It's like, good Lord, and a quarter.
Wow.
My back hurt just from looking at it.
I know. I'm feeling the pain in my back.
I know. It's like, how?
That one, yes.
How? That is not normal. That's
somebody probably will never get arthritis. If you
ain't lying. You ain't never lying. And if he do get it, he be stuck somewhere in a position he don't want.
I had to call the fire department.
1 through 5, y'all. Give it 1 through 5. Oh my goodness, that is a contortionist. He can move every which way but loose. Mm-hmm. Now, those are our contestants, and excuse me, 1 through 5 is what I need you to vote for to let me know how you are feeling about the votes.
You know, it's always hard because all of them are good. You almost have to wait till the end, just make notes and then wait till the end so you can compare. Because if you start out with 5, then you have nowhere to go. So you got to think, okay, well, I can't make everyone perfect. But if you do, then it's like, okay, we got a 5-way tie. But, you know, I mean, all of them were good. So you got to, you know, think about. And what are some of the criteria people should use to do the voting?
Number 1, be honest, just don't do it because it's your favorite. The skills that they have, is it really original?
Is it original? Yeah.
Is it original? Does it fit their personality? Because children with personalities are often a little different than children who are a little, what can I say?
Higher or something like that.
They just don't fully participate for whatever reason it is.
Mm-hmm.
This is a young lady here that is fully participating. So are you ready?
All right, we're ready.
Get your
Something's got a hold on me.
what being too nice can do to you.
I don't know how
in this.
I don't know how that got up there, but I'm gonna go back and pull it up again. This is a majorette. And for those of you who know what a majorette is, here she is.
Oh yeah, she performs with the band and does the marching and whirling and other stuff.
This is a majorette. So get your pen and paper ready. Oh, I should say your calculator, or because people don't do pen and paper no more. It's like Zelda. Don't nobody do that no more. Anyway, here she goes. Then why don't we hear her? There you go. What is going on, girl?
Here we go.
I can't hear her. Why? Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Oh, no mercy. Look at she's on the knees, girl. Whoa! The girl is bad. That's all I got to say. Bad. She is some kind of special. I watch these drag shows sometimes for entertainment and to get ideas. And most of them drop to the floor with that split like she did. And I'm thinking to myself, it's easier when you're younger, but the older you get, and these drag queens, I guess because they're guys maybe, and excuse me if I'm not politically correct, because I grew up in a time where we didn't do things like that in public. But I said that to say this. I don't know how they do it. They one leg behind you and the other leg out and bam, do a split on the floor. That takes talent, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, I mean, without being graphic, I used to wonder how, because I was one of those kind of majorette people in high school, and we had to learn how to split and everything. You had to do a whole lot of stretching and stuff like that to get your legs to be able to be that flexible. But we don't have any equipment obstructing us when we spread, legs and are on the ground flat. So I used to wonder, how were males doing that split? Because their anatomy a little bit different. And I'm thinking, I wonder if there's pain involved in that. But I guess if you do enough stretching exercises, I suppose you can.
If you hit it right.
I guess. I always wondered though, because it seemed like it would be a little bit painful, but I don't know.
Well, they probably have it tucked nice and neat where you don't get it really.
I guess you have to do that. Those are things you'd have to figure out. Yeah,
because you don't want to hurt yourself. So And speaking of hurting yourself, you can't really hurt yourself jumping rope. Well, I never did, but I don't think you can. Maybe you can, but that's not. Anyway, here's contestant number 6, the last one, the jump roper. I think is a little bit too old.
What's number 7? This is number 7.
Number 7.
Yeah. Pretty good. Oh.
You're better than I do. Good. Easy and jumping, okay?
Good.
That's your amusement. Because he's not a contestant. Unless he's a thing. And I don't know how. All right, now, they didn't see that.
That was a good routine. That was good. Now, I used to be the double Dutch coach at Betty Shabazz.
Oh, that girl!
Yes. Their first team that they had was a double Dutch team, and I was the coach. And the interesting thing, now we growing up, we all jumped double dutch, but once they made it into an actual sport, they had rules. You had to jump into the rope a certain kind of way, and then you could do other kind of gymnastics like this, and so you got more points for however complicated you could jump. So that would have been a really good routine for my double dutch team to learn, because that was pretty good. Yeah,
that was excellent. That was excellent. I'm like, you go. So we have 1 through 6. So you can vote right now, and you need to get
1 through 7, because we had the 3 hip hop girls, 4-year-old doing the group dance. We had the 2 Johnny Taylor dance singers in the car, and then we had the white HBCU band dancer. And then we had the
majorette,
the what do you call it?
The majorette. Oh, the contortionist.
And then the majorette. And then we got the jump roper. So that was 7.
So that is 7. So if you'd like to vote, we'd like to get those votes in right away, because it's almost time for the show to be over. And if you got any comments, we'd love to hear them as well. So let's try to take some comments here. It says, this is a live show. Shalom. Yes, to be honest, Tiny House really just my sister from another mister. I could double dutch like that once. Yeah, we all could.
Next time you come to Chicago, we're gonna have us a double dutch session. See who all still got it.
Yeah, I got some ropes. I will be the one turning the ropes, because I don't know about this knee and this hip and this ankle, and I don't want to disturb nothing. So I'm just gonna let y'all do what y'all do, and I can turn rope. I can do that.
If we come to Florida, I'm bringing my ropes so we can come on down there and do it. We're gonna have this.
Okay.
Session.
While we're on the subject of health, I have got to let you hear this 4 levels of healing. Yes, the Teen Talent Contest is over, but the information is always ongoing. So I want you to hear this from this brother, Yaki Awakened. Why can't I hear you, Yaki? I might want to turn up the audio. There you go.
It's sunlight. You have to get sunlight. Sunlight is very, very essential. It's essential for vitamin D. It's essential for converting your cholesterol over into vitamin D. It's essential for melanin neurotransmitters. The sun rays got something called chlorophylls in it that actually help fold your proteins, or what we'll call amino acid structures. There is not one biological function in your body that does not require sunlight. Every functionality of your cells requires sunlight. So you always have to do the sun. Get in the sun for so-called Black people at least 2 hours a day if you can. The next one is hydration. Make sure that you're drinking at least 50 ounces of.
Do you drink the water or you eat the water?
I love this. I love this. So it's 2 ways you can do it, because naturally us as a people supposed to eat our water, and you eat your water by eating your fruits. Most of the fruits that we were made and selected to eat have over 85% water in it. This water is different because it's hexagonal water, and this hexagonal water is very, very structured water, and this is what you call H3O2. But the reason why is because how the sun rays it and beats on the actual fruit when it goes through photosynthesis before you take it off the tree and eat it. So if you want to do the H3O2, that's what I recommend. A lot of people don't like that or say they can't afford it, so I don't talk about it too much that no more, because it's all about the needs of the people. If people can't afford to do it, then I'm going to give you the next best selection. The next best selection will be spring water, not alkaline water. Alkaline water is mineral enhanced water. That's not real alkaline water. Real alkaline water is spring water. And you can look at the bottle. The one we've been drinking a lot is Pana and Mountain Spring in the green one. Them good ones. We tested those. We ain't found too many in them. I mean, it's the environment is polluted.
Yeah.
You're gonna run across pollutants. We grow a whole farm with all organic thing. If I test one of my apples, it's chemtrails. They fly over there every day. You can't miss the pollutants. So the only thing you can do is detoxify and keep your mind right. You see that? So the next one was hydration. At least 50 ounces of hydration a day. Now, if you don't want to do that, make sure that you at least getting in 45 ounces of juice a day. So get you a juicer. Juice. And when I say juice your fruits. So we got the sun. We got the water. Next is the air. You have to breathe correctly. 98% of the so-called Black community do not know how to breathe. A lot of us are mouth breathers. Mouth breathing messes up your bone structures. Mouth breathing bring in bacteria inside your mouth that you don't need. Mouth breathing actually bring up the nitrates in your bloodstream. Bacteria, when you look at the bacteria that's inside the body from mouth breathing, the bacteria is associated with your decomposing bacteria. These are bacteria that like to decompose and break down your cells. So technically, being a mouth breather and not breathing properly or getting an adequate amount of oxygen in the bloodstream to exchange oxygen for carbon dioxide by way of hemoglobin or what you'll call iron phosphate, this actually shorten your lifespan. So not knowing how to properly breathe take 10 years from your life.
Can you demonstrate how to properly breathe?
Yeah, so you breathe in through your nasal passage, you breathe out your mouth. So a correct breath, and it's supposed to be a timely breath. So a real breath supposed to be down to 70. Your heart's supposed to literally get to 70 to 80 beats per minute. That's a true breath. So you breathe in. When you breathe in, your stomach comes out. So when you breathe, your gut comes out. A lot of people do reverse breathing where they breathe in and they.
And this is pretty long, so I am going to make that available to you on our blog, which is on tumblr.com, and I will, because it's pretty extensive, so I want to share with you what our blog looks like, so you'll know what it is when you get to it. This is our blog right here. It is tumblr.com Higher Learning TV Show. And it's also on my blog as well, zeldaspeaks.wordpress.com. But last but not least, I know we're a little bit over the show, but I have got to share this with you because my girlfriend Cheryl just made her transition, and this is actual proof that everything that they give you at the doctor's is not the best thing for you. So I just want to share this with you. Do your own homework. Don't believe everything you see in here. Do your own homework. You all know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who had chemotherapy. So do what works for you. But I want to share this with you.
Are the only classification of drugs that the prescribing doctor gets a direct cut of. So if your doctor prescribes chemotherapy for you, here's how it goes, more or less. The doctor buys it from the pharmaceutical company for $5,000. Sells it to the patient for $12,000. Insurance pays $9,000, and the doctor pockets the $4,000 difference.
Wow.
And there ought to be a law.
The
only reason chemotherapy is used is because doctors make money from it. Period. It doesn't work 97% of the time. Your Ford Motor Company made an automobile that exploded 97% of the time. Would they still be in business? No. This is the tip of the iceberg of the control that the pharmaceutical industry has on us. When women get together and do a 5K run for breast cancer, all of that money, do you think any of that money goes to nutritional research? Do you think any of that money goes to homeopathic research or acupuncture or traditional Chinese medicine or naturopathic research? No. All of it goes to drugs and surgery, which do not work. Chemotherapy.
I just thought I'd share that with you. For our listening, viewing audience, I had to play that because I just, like I said this morning, I got a call at 6 o'clock this morning. Well, no, I got a call later. She passed at 6 o'clock this morning. She had chemotherapy. She had breast cancer a couple of years back, and then come to find out she had lung cancer. And the chemotherapy did not work for her. I am not saying it's not going to work for you. Let the record show. I didn't say that. I'm just repeating what this man said because I have family members who have had chemotherapy and it did absolutely nothing for them. With a 97% failure rate, how can it work?
Well, the thing is that I found that chemo kills the healthy cells along with the cancer cells. And so the healthy cells that could keep your body healthy are being killed along with the cells that are making you sick. So how could it's like fighting a war, and you got some people that are on your side and some people that are on the opposite side, but you're killing everybody. So even the people who would help you, you're killing them too. So how you gonna win the war?
Right.
Yeah.
And our sister Viata says, detox and keep your mind right. Say it again. He speaks life and discipline. Yes.
It's hard for people to we have been conditioned to do whatever the military industry program to do whatever the military tells us, even when it doesn't work, because we've been taught, you know, they went to school for this and they learned this. We never question the fact that our schools are faulty. Our schools are teaching information that's incorrect, because our schools are businesses that are designed to help people make money. So if the whole medical industry is geared toward treating your symptoms so that you can pay money so that people can get paid, then the interest isn't in healing. Because if it were, then they would be updating the medical industry so that it includes a holistic approach, which it won't. So therefore, listening to a doctor is not the most intelligent thing to do, because they're not the most knowledgeable about what can heal your body.
Right.
But you know, as our sister Beata knows, when you start telling the truth, then you start getting censored because you're messing with somebody's money. Right. So you know, what can we say?
Well, that's why I dedicated today's show, and if they let them do what they do, because we're gonna do what we do. Cheryl Pettiford, gone from the physical body, but always with me, right here.
Yes, absolutely. And
all of us
spirit realm, enjoying life. They having a party over there, I'm telling you.
And you know it, because now she's with Deborah Boo.
Oh,
and
yeah.
She's with Linda, my other girlfriend. Linda just passed 2 weeks ago. She's with Vicky. She's with Lamont, my other skate buddy, just passed 2 weeks ago. And it's like, Lord have mercy. I need to talk to a psychologist, a psychiatrist. Where are all my friends gone? If it wasn't for the female solution, I wouldn't have any friends, because they're all leaving me.
They're on the other side playing business.
I'm ready to go.
The party's over there. Party over there.
Oh, I'm ready to go, baby.
You know what was? I had a dear friend, Kimasha Bay, and she was, you know, she was, you know, suffering from cancer, and her last, you know, she was at her last moments in the hospital room, and her friends were surrounding her.
Let's go.
Her last words, she hollered out, "Party over here!" Now, you know, she had to be a personality to do that one.
Wow, I love it. I love it. I got to remember that when it's my time.
That's how she went out of here, and you can believe she went to a party over there too.
I'm going to a big whiz party, and I ain't coming back.
Yeah, there you go.
I just thought I'd share that with you. So when you hear that Zelda's gone, she's not on Monday Morning Mindfulness, play my reruns. You need to see my face, hear my voice, that kind of thing. Get a message for the day. Just because I'm sending all my videos, and I'm telling Tony too, if anything happened to me before it happens to him, give all my videos. I got a closet, and as I know you do.
Keep on playing them so that you'll be experienced here in this realm, even though you've actually gone over there.
Yeah.
There you go.
And speaking of over there, this is not over there, but this is over there. This is over there in Ethiopia, where one day this week, I can't remember what day it was Natural Hair Day. We would never have this in the United States. So I got to play this.
Natural Hair Day. Oh, we need to do that then.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Going reminiscence. This is Olalewo. Just as our fathers and mothers used to do it. Let's go.
Let's do this. We gonna create a natural hair day. We get with some hairdressers to do natural.
Hello.
We should do that. Have a national female solution. Have a national natural hair day. We'll get with some hairdressers who had all kinds of natural hair styles and everything, and teach women how to use. You know what? See, now I got an inspiration. In order for us to appreciate all the creative things we can do with our natural hair, we need to learn how to do it. The reason why women are wearing so many weaves and things like that, and all the straight-haired wigs, they don't have the knowledge how to style their natural hair. They don't have the knowledge. So if over time you lose that skill, because I remember growing up, you know, your mother sat you down and braided your hair all kinds of different ways. I had my dolls, I'd be braiding their hair. I mean, so I learned. But if you have mothers who haven't been able to teach their daughters this skill, and fathers, of course, don't even know they're supposed to comb child hair. So we don't learn that skill, and therefore we keep thinking, what we're supposed to do is buy somebody else's hair and glue it on or sew it into our head. That's all we know. So we need to have, maybe we can have a show or a week-long show or a day-long show or whatever, where we have some wonderful hairstylists.
Yes.
Some of their skills, some of their clients, what it looks like, and then showing some techniques on how to do natural hairstyles. You see this a lot of time on YouTube, they'll show you how to do a hairstyle.
All the time.
You need to learn that because we are buying hair that comes off of dead people and
dead energy.
With dead energy. And we don't know that
you may have had cancer.
Yeah.
Disease, and you wearing that in your head, and you wonder why you walking around acting like you crazy.
So we just need the knowledge.
Yeah.
So I think that would be a wonderful movement to have. We can figure it out. Pump it up enough to kind of prepare for it. Maybe have a week-long thing. Maybe like maybe February, since that's supposed to be the Black month.
Yeah.
Whatever, or March, because that's supposed to be the Women's month. Whatever month. Anyway, we're gonna do a whole period of time where we glorify our natural hair, because we got to bring back that sense of pride in natural hair that a lot of this generation of women don't have because of programming. You see the movie stars and the singers and the dancers, and everybody got straight hair, everybody got blonde hair. And I'm not knocking it. You can look however you want to look, but when you don't know how to style your own natural hair, and then you're doing things that makes your hair fall out and you get bald patches because you're pulling it too hard, trying to weave it into other people's hair, then that's not good. That's not healthy. That's not emotionally healthy for you, believing that something that's natural is not correct or needs to be fixed. So that affects your self-esteem. And I think if we can have that kind of a movement, it'll affect the hair care industry, because when we start wearing naturals, it affected them too. But they're like, okay, nobody's getting perms anymore. How am I gonna make some money? So yeah, if the industry can adjust so that we can learn how to style our hair, I think it will be healthy for us, because we're not wearing dead people's hair weaved into our head. It will be emotionally more healthy for us because we will feel better about ourselves. It will allow us to develop our creativity. And most men I know say that weave does not feel good. It feels fake. And yes, it might be pretty to look at, but at the end of the day, when the woman is between hair dressings and you got to see what it looks like when it's half in, half out, old weave, and it does not look attractive. So I think if we create a movement for that, I think we could do some very positive things in terms of bringing back a sense of healthy self-esteem to our culture.
Yeah, because who is the source of this idea that what grows from our head, that we were blessed with from the Creator? Who says that this is not beautiful? Right. When was that determined?
Right.
Why are we believing it? More importantly, it took me 50 years, 40 years, because I've been locked for a minute, but it took me 40 years to figure it out.
Well, that's one thing that I enjoy about being an elder. I enjoy the self-confidence that comes with knowing who you are and not needing to prove yourself to anybody. There's nothing anybody can think, say, or do about me that can lower my self-esteem, because I am who I am, and there's nothing they can do to change it. So when you reach that point in your evolution where you are solid in your identity, you feel good about yourself, the way you look, you feel good about your achievements, you feel good about your goals. Nobody can make you feel inferior, no matter how insulting they are. You just look at them and, okay, they got a problem. I'm fine. But a young woman doesn't have that self-confidence and self-assurance yet. She's still got insecurities. She's still being affected by, oh, my man left me for another woman, or my man, he looks at other women when we go out, or, my man didn't say I was pretty. She's still stuck on that. And a lot of times it's because the underlying self-confidence was not given to her as a young child, somebody that age. If she had a mother who told her she was ugly, if she had a father that never told her she was pretty, if she never felt internally that she was acceptable, she's going to have a difficult time developing the kind of inner confidence that makes her be willing to be herself and be good about herself. I remember, what's her name? Viola Davis was talking about time when she decided she was going to go on stage. I think she was accepting an award, and she decided she was going to wear her natural hair, not a wig, not a weave. She wore her hair, her raised out hair, and felt good about it. And she just said what a liberating thing that was, because in that industry, the pressure to be fake is so intense. And talk about you and make fun of you and say your hair is messed up. I mean, look how cruelly they were at Simone Biles, the world's greatest gymnast of all time. And the women didn't like how she wore her hair first time she did her routine. And they talked about that woman like she had two heads. And it was ridiculous, but it was a reflection of our own low self-esteem.
Yes, ma'am.
We don't feel good about ourselves. So we feel like, well, if you don't look a certain way, if your hair don't look a certain way, we don't talk about you. You know, that was our sickness. So we finally getting over that. But the whole thing is, why are we obsessing about our hair, our skin, our nose shape, and all these things? We have not got over that yet. So we need to do some reprogramming about our own natural beauty so we can feel good about the way we look, and nobody can ever make us feel like we are less than or unworthy again.
Well said, my sister. Well said. You hear Tony over there in the background co-signing.
Amen. Got him back there.
He said, right on, Naima, right on. And we got another comment here. Zelda, do you need to call Dr. Clay Scott? You've been giving a lot to others. Oh, yeah, I need to call somebody, because last time I went to I had a physical a couple of weeks ago, and my Dr. Bell asked me how I was doing. I said, I'm losing my mind. Because shut up, Tony.
What did he say? It's been gone, huh?
It's like they're every week somebody's leaving, and it's like, and then they're calling me.
Yes.
Like I'm a priest.
Well, you must have some words of wisdom that you've been sharing that people know if they call you, they're going to receive it. So be that person that everyone recognizes you as. You have ascended to a level of wisdom. So now people are asking you for your wisdom. So share it with them.
I took Louise Hayes' book down there. That's what I did. And we did affirmations, put them all in the wall.
Good.
Well, while I was there. So when I left,
the
decline began. Not saying it was about me, but it was about the atmosphere. Because we posted healing affirmations on like 8 different. We went to the Dollar Tree and got those big cardboard papers and just pulled the big gold print. And the whole week I was there, she was fine. She was up. She was driving her own car. We go out to the doctor. She was driving, but after I left, it was time for her to go. I'm not going to trip. But anyway.
But those last moments, though, you were able to get her in a state of positivity, which is good. I mean, you don't have to suffer your way out of it. I mean, we all have an appointment to leave, but you don't have to suffer your way out of here. So the last moments, the last days, the last hours, they can be full of joy and fun and laughter and all that. And then, you kick the bucket, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But I think that positive affirmations do help transform your mind. And I love Louise Hay. I was just looking at one of her interviews just yesterday, one of her interviews when she was talking about the power of the mind and the things you say to yourself. And we don't realize over time the things we say to ourselves that manifest in a physical illness. Now, I went to my eye doctor, a couple of months ago, and I have a cataract in one eye. And I have decided that I am going to heal it naturally because it's there and it's in the right eye. The right side means the future, the left side means the past. So the cataract is a manifestation of my not seeing clearly that I have a bright future.
Oh.
Manifestation of that thought. So what I have to do is reverse that thought. And I have to realize that this happened over time. So if it took me the last 8 years of not feeling confident about the future, it's going to take at least 4 years, at least half that time for me to reverse that thought. So I have to constantly give myself positive affirmations. I feel confident that I see a bright future. I have to keep saying these things.
And
so
put posters on walls so you can see that when you walk.
All of that, the vision of where I want to go, and seeing it, and seeing it manifest, believing it, so that I can reverse.
Naima, it's not gonna take 4 years.
It might only take
you aware
4 months. Who knows, or less? Who knows? You know, because you can actually heal instantly once you reverse the thing in your brain that created the illness. You can heal instantly.
It's a done deal.
I'm going to work on that because I know that all things in the body first start in the mind.
To overcome, Viata's Tiny House Village says, to overcome what Cheryl was experiencing, she needed more ongoing support, but her departure day added up to 11. Okay.
Oh,
I'm not sure, you all are the numbers people. I don't know what that means. 1 and 1, new. I know 1 is new beginnings. I don't know.
Begin somewhere else. That's all. Yeah. But I think people have to not look at our departure as a failure, because when we come here with an exit plan. And as crazy as it sounds, you may choose to exit in a way that's very slow.
Right.
It gives people around you an opportunity to express love to you and to learn empathy. So whatever way you leave, it's also a lesson for the people around you to learn something. So everything has its purpose. Even being born, I mean, you're giving your parents an opportunity to learn how to nurture and how to teach. You're helping them evolve. And you've probably seen the difference between people who have raised children and people who have not. People who have raised children, whether they're yours born or somebody else's, the process of having to be patient with a child or be care for someone whose life is in your hands, it brings out a quality in you. So it's a benefit to being born to the people around you. And of course, you're here to learn and develop understanding and wisdom and talent and skills and create all kinds of new great things. And then your exit also, it's a learning experience for yourself and for the people around you. So if you're exiting here from a difficult illness, it might be an inspiration for a doctor to develop a new treatment, or it might be a way for your family members to develop more empathy and being able to care for someone who needs help. So they become a better person because they are developing compassion, which, is a spiritual quality that we all need to have. So however you leave here, even if you leave here instantly in a car crash or some unexpected thing, it's still a lesson for somebody. It might be a lesson for another driver to be more careful, or it might be a lesson for people who need to make sure they express love for somebody while they're here, because you never know when they're going to be gone. It could happen in an instant. So everybody learns something from your life, from your entering life and your exiting life. It's a lesson for the people who experience your presence. So it's not a bad thing. It's part of the earth experience. So when it's over, you've learned what you came here to learn, you did what you came to do, and it's over and you exit. It's not a failure, it's not a loss. It's when you were, it's like when you clock out at work. It's time to go. I did my work. It's 5 o'clock.
Oh,
my day is done. I'm ready to leave.
Gotta go.
It's not a failure. It's time to go. So
it's time to go.
Yeah, just time to go.
I'm so glad I don't have that fear, because I look forward to playing Bid Whist with Deborah and Cheryl and
yeah.
I look forward to playing Bid Whist. If there's another life after this one where I can play Bid Whist 24/7, I'm there. You can take me now.
There you go.
I gotta be asleep. You can take me right now.
You got an empty chair right here at the table for you, ready for you to come.
Going back to the chemo, Beata says 11 is a sign that the angels are present.
Yeah, it's the angel number. And I see 11 all the time. So I'm saying, okay, angels are present. That means whatever I was thinking at the time, that's like an amen. The angels saying, yeah, that's right. So if I'm thinking something and I see on my phone 11, oh, okay, that's them saying amen. That's right.
And she also said you would think that if the hair falls out, that's a sign that the treatment is dangerous.
Yeah, you would.
And this is what's so confusing about that is that her hair, she had a head full of hair when she left here, lost all her body weight, but had a head full of hair. My brother, who had cancer 30 years ago, he didn't lose any hair, but gained like 30, 40 pounds, and he was muscular. So to see him thick was a challenge, but he lost no hair. So it just goes to show you how
it affects different people differently.
I rest my case. So, but do your homework. The choice is yours. What you allow people, the medical, the sick system to put in your
sick system.
That's not a system. It's a sick system.
It really is. And I think, you mentioned earlier about the young people. I think there are a lot of young people that are getting more into holistic healing, holistic lifestyles. Love our Thursday host, Angie. She's constantly teaching about, holistic eating habits and just everything, and I think that generation, because my daughter's the same way, look at the ingredients on a product before you buy it. I don't care if it's on sale or not. I'm looking at what's in it, because if it's the wrong thing, I'm not buying it. That's how she is. And I think that's what we're seeing when we look at young people and how they make choices about things. They're challenging a lot of our old ideas, and sometimes they're right. We don't want to admit it, but a lot of times they're right about stuff that we need to change. It's like, when we decided we were going to stop eating chitlins and pig feet, and our parents would say, like, yo, grandma, she's 90 years old and she ate it.
Made me sit at the table for 4 hours because I wouldn't eat them chitlins. I'm like, baby, well, I'll be sitting here till I piss on myself.
I ain't eat nobody's intestines. Because, when
finally said, get up, girl, get on out of here. Like, I wouldn't be stubborn. It's like, they stink. Why would I want that?
But this is the programming, because this is the slave food that we ate to survive. Because if people do not feed you and they throw out what they don't want to eat, then you have to be innovative in learning how to feed yourself. You have to learn how to eat the wild plants and what benefits they have. So we were masters at that. We were masters in how to season it up and make it taste good. I mean, hey, mustard on chitlins tastes good. When I didn't know any better, I ate it.
Hot sauce. Don't forget the hot sauce. We love some hot sauce.
Yeah, hot sauce. You can make anything taste good with hot sauce. So this is our diet. Now, of course, now that our parents and grandparents have suffered from diabetes and hypertension and all these awful diseases that attack our bodies from the garbage that we ate, we now know better. But you can't convince that generation to change what they're eating. So they chose to have the diseases that they have, and that's how they made their exit. That was a decision. So our children, a lot of them are going vegan, going raw. And, we say, what's wrong with you? You don't want no fried. You don't want no French fries. You don't want I don't eat, fried stuff. I eat, and they may, and we might see them eat tofu and all kinds of stuff. My daughter, she's got this bag of snacks, and it's seaweed chips. It's like, like, wow. But then I ate them like, that's not bad. But now looking at it, that's not something I would have bought. But she eats that kind of stuff. So, and younger people, they're doing different kinds of things that we might go, oh, but yet I believe
better than eating a bag of potato chips.
And and I believe that they're going to be healthier. That means the next generation of children is going to grow up healthier. Now, my niece, who's got a 7-year-old son, she never had him eat like candy and flaming hots. When he had a snack, he would have a banana or apple slices, or stuff like that, grapes. So he didn't have a taste for any of that stuff. But he is so very healthy in body, a lot of energy, and his mind is sharp. Because what he's eating is not dead stuff, is not processed stuff. And I see a difference. So when you have parents that are conscious and they're raising their children on different kinds of food, you're going to have exceptionally intelligent children coming in this next generation. Our job is not to allow a public school system to crush it in them, because that's what happens. The school system telling you, you got to learn this, you got to know that. And it's useless information. It's not helpful. But if they don't memorize something that has no interest in them at all, then they're made to feel like they're dumb, they're stupid, they're ignorant. Oh, you ain't gonna never be nothing.
Right.
So we can't let happen to them what happened to us.
Right.
The crushing of our vision, our goals, our aspirations by people telling us that we're never going to be anything. We can't allow that to be done to our grandchildren, because that's the generation that's coming up now. We have to allow them to grow and discover and create and make them feel welcome in this world in a way that we were not made to feel welcome.
Amen.
Can't let people make them think that there's something wrong with their hair, their skin, their eyes, their lips. We can't let that happen to them, because we know how it destroyed our self-esteem. And some of us are still trying to rebuild from being made to feel like it's something wrong with us. So when I see young people, I see people who are geared to transform the world they're coming into and not try to conform to how it is, because how it is messed up, and we know that because we help mess up. So when I see them doing different things, I don't panic, because I know you have to tear down what's old and dilapidated in order to rebuild something. Just like when you see somebody about to remodel a house, well, first you got to throw out all the old raggedy furniture. You got to tear down the old raggedy wallpaper. You have to take out the old things to replace it with something new, because you're replacing it with something better.
And better is what we're always aiming for. And if you want to stay up on the issues that we discussed here today, be sure and check out my blog, zeldaspeaks.wordpress.com. And Viata says, along with ignorance about food, we're overcoming and learning more about emotional intelligence. Hate, fear, grief, and resentment can kill. I know, it's been killing us forever.
Those are things that cause cancer, those low
disease, the
thoughts.
Our emotions are attached, our thoughts are attached to emotions, how we feel in a certain situation. And those thoughts form entities in our bodies, little nodules, little pains, a little knot here, a little ache there. You wonder why you feel. Look at what you're living. Look at what you're experiencing. So you got to do your work, folks.
Got to do the work. Everybody has to do. Everybody's responsible for their own spiritual evolution.
You can't wait on the doctor, because the doctors they don't have your best interest at heart. So please go to my blog, because coming up Monday Morning Mindfulness, the Cheat Retreat Part 4. It's the last one, and there's just a ton of information here on the blog. What's this community baby shower? Actually, that was today. It is today. So just and there's Linda, my girlfriend who transitioned a couple of weeks ago, and it's like, Lord, don't nobody else go, because I can't do it. I can't. Okay. Anyway, I digress. I said that to say this. I want to thank you so very much for taking the time and spending your Saturday morning with us here on the Global Virtual Teen Talent Contest. Go to our blogs, and you'll see the updates. And always know that this coming Monday morning mindfulness is the Cheat Retreat number 4. And brother Khalil Scott, who is the psychologist, who I need to talk to him like yesterday, he'll be on Monday. So
that'd be great. Yes. Yeah, I always find it interesting when people talk about someone cheating on them. How do you cheat on someone?
I tell you, I cheat myself. I don't have to wait on somebody else to cheat on me. I cheat myself. I cheat myself by doing the things that I know that are not of my best interest. That's cheating.
Yeah, that's cheating. So, yeah, because the only person you can really cheat is yourself. Yeah, absolutely. Cheating yourself out of the best in life by doing something that's harmful to yourself or others.
It's not your best interest. And you'll get the results on Monday Morning Mindfulness. What is Monday Morning Mindfulness, Zelda? You know what Monday morning.
I sent my votes. So
okay, good. I got them. So now you can send your votes, and we'll calculate them.
Let people know how they can vote, so they can make sure they get it done on time.
Well, actually, I think I should play the promo because I forgot to play the promo. They can send it right here.
Attention all talented teens ages 13 to 19. Are you ready to show the world what you've got? We're excited to announce the latest global virtual teen talent contest, where you win cash prizes and scholarships by performing your unique talent. Here's how to participate. 1. Record a 1-minute video of yourself performing your talent. 2. Upload the video, link in description or comments. 3. Submit your video by the deadline. We're looking for a wide range of talents, from singing and dancing to magic tricks and comedy skits. So whether you're a musician, an actor, or a chef, we want to see your unique talent. The top talents will be selected by a panel of judges and will be announced shortly after. So don't wait, start filming, and good luck.
Was one of our winners. Her name begins with a Z. I don't know if it was Zida or Zeta or something like that, but she's on. She has a CD out now. She was on she was one of our first contestants. She's right here from Chicago, on the west side of Chicago. Wow. Yeah. So get those votes in, and you will get the answers right here.
Is Monday morning a struggle to get out of bed, into the swing of things? Well, don't worry, you are not alone. Join us for thought-provoking, stimulating, and mindful conversations on higher learning with Zelda Speaks for your Monday morning mindfulness sessions on Blog Talk Radio, The Female Solution, Mondays, 7 until 9 a.m. Be sure and send your ideas, thoughts, comments, and suggestions. Also, if you'd like to be a guest on the show, visit zeldaspeaks.com and send us your info. We'd love to have you. Experience mindfulness moments with the mindfulness/stress relief coach, Zelda Speaks. And thanks for sharing the mindfulness moment tip of the day. Stay on purpose, stay empowered, and stay tuned to your next session of Mindfulness on Higher Learning with Zelda Speaks. Make it a mindful day. And thanks for listening.
What you just said about eating with your hands.
Yes, your hands, your fingers actually produce oils that help with your digestion. So if you're eating with your hands, you're actually enhancing the digestive process when you lick your finger. So all these things that we been taught that are unsophisticated. See, the Creator knew it. The Creator knew how to make all these systems work together. Why are we thinking we need to help out the Master Creator that made all of this make sense? So if you eat with your hands are going to help with your digestive system so that your food is better able to go down your esophagus and be dissected in your stomach and all of that. So the oils help to do all of that.
As opposed to putting a fork and a spoon in your mouth that has metal in it.
Metal, yes.
Oh, wow. I never thought about
plastic,
that.
Like you talked about.
I never thought about that, Naeem.
And Denise, before you go, please go. I don't know if you knew this or not, but I reversed type 2 diabetes. Is yours type 2 or type 1 that you've just been diagnosed with?
Type 2.
Type 2. Perfect. Because that's what I had, type 2. And I reversed it it took about 6 months. It depends on how persistent you are with it, but I did it. And there's a free download for you, which consists of the drink that I drink every morning. And just remember, you are not drinking for taste, my dear. You are drinking for nutrition and health. And let me tell you.
All right, cool. Is he going?
Queen Latifah, and you're watching BTV.
You're watching the Higher Learning Show.
We're back at Betty Shabazz, coming up pretty soon to teach more children more podcasting. And you can have podcasting in your future because it's a great way to do what, Naima?
Yes, great way to teach, to share information, to build an audience, and even build an income. And this is what's happening now. This is one of the biggest explosions that we are seeing in our time. Everybody's learning how to create shows to be able to share their information, to instruct, to talk to people who have information that they would like to put out, to make commentaries on things, all kinds of ways. And there's a skill. I know Oprah made it look like everybody can do this, but everybody can't.
Right. We found out real quick it wasn't that easy.
Yeah, not as easy as she made it look. You have to have your mind organized. And then nowadays, even your computers, with all the technology that's available, you can create a virtual studio, but you need to learn how to work it on your computer. So doing that, speaking to people, creating a topic, promoting it, all of that's part of podcasting. And it's one of the most popular forms of entertainment now. So you can learn real early. And when you learn something early, you master it early, and you're self-sustaining early. So we're teaching the elementary school students at Betty Shabazz how to take their gift of gab and their interest in computers and technology and put it all together into a career that they can launch before they even get in high school. And we had some talented students, and in our final, we had them connect with students in China.
China, who does that but the Female Solution?
Yeah, so that's why we do that intro with all those languages, because we had a vision. We're going to be global, and now we are. And so they were learning English, and our students introduced themselves in Chinese. And they met the Chinese teacher, the teacher that, of course, is from America, teaching English in China, fluent in Chinese. And she helped her students to be able to answer the questions that our students have. And they learned something about that school over there, which I think inspired them a bit. So we want to continue giving our young people a global vision of the world, because it's the world they're going into and the world they're going to create and change and transform. And that means there are no barriers. We can talk to anybody in the world through the internet. And so there are no barriers. There's no us against them. There's no them. It's all us. And that's the mindset that we want the future people to have. We're one global family. We just need to get to know our family members a little better so we can empathize with what they're going through, and we can help them and they can help us. That's our goal. And I'm excited because Betty Shabazz has just always been so open to allowing us to interact. And I love the atmosphere, because everybody there, it's kind of like the African village concept where everybody's a mama or a baba, all adults are parent figures. And I'm going to tell you, it does something to you emotionally and psychologically when a child is calling you mama. You respond to them differently. You just do, because you know how you respond to your own child.
Right.
And so it gives you a different sense of purpose in helping to shape them. You're nurturing them in other ways, not just I'm teaching you these lessons, but I'm helping you become a better human being, because that's what a mama does. Right. That's what a mama does. Your parents help to mold you and shape you, and they care for you, and they want to develop the best in you. So that's the kind of motivation that you have in that atmosphere. And it's a different kind of environment. And if other schools could adopt that vision, we would not have the kind of senseless violence that erupts in our schools. Amen. And I think what we're seeing is a change from what that wasn't working. The meanness, the teaching children using humiliation just so that you can keep order in the classroom, all that stuff, it's leaving. We're not doing that anymore, because we see how hurtful it is. It doesn't foster self-esteem or even give children self-management skills. It makes them feel horrible, and as a result, they they treat other people horrible. So we're learning that mode of teaching doesn't work. And Betty Shabazz is showing an example of how you teach with love, how you teach with encouragement. And this is from our last session at Betty Shabazz, where they talked to the students in school in Beijing, China, their own peers, 6th, 7th, 8th grade students. And they put together the questions they wanted to ask, and they asked about stuff like, how's the food? What are the rules like? You know, how are you punished? You know, all kinds of stuff, because that's what children want to know. Mm-hmm. And they learned. And it was fun listening, because, you know, children have a way of seeing the world, and they talked about.
I learned so much from them. I learned so much. It's like I'm the teacher, but no, I'm not. I'm the student that comes here.
Yes.
Wow. You just never think
mm-hmm.
that you go to a classroom to teach something that you wind up being the student.
That's right. That's how it was.
I learned a whole lot more than I anticipated. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
So I am very grateful for the Betty Shabazz International Charter School, the Barbara Sizemore School we'll be going to as well, and these international classes. So if you want to be on the cutting edge, then you need to go to the higherlearningnetwork.org/resources and type in the information, and we can help you figure it out what it is that you want to do in order to promote you and your business, your school, your church, or whatever. That's what's available for you. So, and all the information, all the updates will be on our blog. So as you can see, they had a wonderful time, and we had a wonderful.
And then those ducks that are there, because they talked about what do you eat lunch, and the children saying, well, you know, we don't eat the ducks that are out here. So just
not like Peking duck.
These aren't in any danger. They're not going to end up on a plate, you know.
Yeah. No plates here. So go to higherlearningnetwork.org/resources, and you will be able to get more information there. Just fill it out, and then we will send that to you. And get those contestants, winners in 1 through 5. Get that in. You'll be glad you did. And we will see you next on Monday morning mindfulness from 7 until 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And we will have the cheat retreat number 4. It's the final one before psychologist, what's his name? Khalid Scott joined on Monday.
Yes.
Maybe you
appreciate him so very much.
Yes, because I need him right about now. As a matter of fact, I'm going to call him when I get off the air. All right, y'all. Make it a great day. Stay on purpose. Stay empowered. Stay tuned. And we'll see you back here on Monday Morning Mindfulness, 7 until 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Oh, and Sunday night, Soul Purpose Healing with Beata. See you then. You'll be glad you stayed.
We've come to the end of our show today. If you missed any broadcasts, go to our website for the audio and video archives at www.thefemalesolution.com. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to thank all of you who participated in today's discussions. And to our global family joining us from all around the world, we say thank you. To our family in China, xie xie. India, zhanyavad. Japan, arigato. Korea, kamsamnida. Russia, spasiba. Germany, danke. Poland, jonkuyon. France, merci. Spain, gracias. Italy, grazie. Egypt, shukran. Ghana, madasi. Nigeria, eshe. South Africa, ngiabonga. Senegal, jaref. Kenya, asante. Israel, toda. Pakistan, shukriya. Afghanistan, tashakur. Saudi Arabia and Palestine, shukran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you, and may peace be upon you and the mercy of God and God's blessings.
Welcome to Canaglobe, the first ever virtual dispensary offering a world-class collection of cannabis brands drop shipped to your front door. How does it work? Canaglobe took the same concept Amazon used to become the largest company in the world. But instead of shipping toilet paper, t-shirts, and tennis shoes, Canaglobe offers something a lot sexier. Yeah, cannabis. With over 100 premier products, from bakables like chocolate chip cookies, brownies, fried chicken batter, to cannabis mocktails like pina colada, margarita, old fashioned, to gummy rocks, sweet tarts, seltzers, king palms, pre-rolls, disposable vapes, carts, and did I mention THCA flower and magic mushrooms. Canaglobe is the first ever to drop ship flower to every state. We're also the first ever to offer magic mushrooms legally to every state. Well, except Louisiana. We're also the first ever where you get to be the brand. You heard it. Meet the requirements and get your own brand at the dispensary. Your brand, fully paid for by the company, and you earn on company-wide revenue. Your brand can be featured right alongside celebrities and mega influencers such as Dan Bilzerian with Ignite, Holly Barker with Happy Snacks, Scotty Huss with Biscotti, and so much more. Rolling Stone magazine said, if it seems like a new state is legalizing cannabis nearly every week, don't worry, you're not high. It is indeed happening at an unprecedented pace. CNBC calls it the new gold rush. Forbes says the market could grow by 700%. And the Wall Street Journal calls it a tremendous market. We're currently in 26 countries and growing. Industry icons are saying that Canaglobe is the most innovative, disruptive, and compelling business model this industry has ever seen. You're probably asking yourself, how is this legal? Here's how. All our products are compliant with the 2018 Farm Bill. So what's the opportunity for you? To become a virtual dispensary owner without all the hassles. No experience is required. No storefront, no inventory, no licensing, and best of all, no apologies. And is 100% legal. You can become a virtual dispensary owner. There are 3 ways you can take advantage of this opportunity. 1. You can become an affiliate by simply purchasing any product on AutoShip and get paid 20% on all your customers' purchases. 2. Or you can become a VDO for a one-time fee of $2.99 plus $25 per month. You receive a business sample kit. You can earn up to 85% in commissions, unlimited levels, and you get trained by a certified trainer. However, if you are serious about making money, we highly recommend you become a VDO Pro so that you can get paid to train VDOs whether on your team or not, and you will receive training from a certified trainer. What do? It's simple and fun. You acquire a handful of customers and teach others to do the same. Simply share your QR code or your link, and every time someone buys something, you get paid. You can also share sample products with your friends, or host a party and share all the favors. It doesn't take long before you can have all kinds of people doing the very same thing. Here's how it works. You can earn from $100 to $275 every time you personally enroll a qualified VDO, and $75 to $175 every time someone in your network does the same thing. You can also earn from 15 to 27% on all your personal customers and 3 to 12% to unlimited levels every time a customer makes a purchase anywhere in your network. While we do not make any income claims, this is an example of how the compensation plan structure works. An area VDO that enrolls 3 QVDOs and helps them each acquire a handful of customers and duplicate that 6 levels, the area VDO would approximately earn $100,000 plus $18,000 per month in residual income. But the comp plan doesn't stop at 6 levels. It pays to unlimited levels. While this is a financial opportunity, the real reward is we get to change the world by transforming lives with these sacred plants. We put smiles back on faces, happiness in hearts, laughter in lives, and health back in the home. Thank you for watching. Now, please get back with the person that shared this video with you and get started today.